All right. We are live for the Varsity broadcast. We're picking it up a little earlier than normal because we've got a senior recognition day. I'm going to try and squeeze a microphone over there as they read this stuff so that we can actually get the commentary from them. So if I can't figure that out, I'm sorry. You'll just have to watch and look really hard to see your kid. And if not, then, well, you know what? We did our best. So I'm going to try my best to figure out what I can do there. But we'll be back for the actual game once it gets started. Okay. That's unmuted.
House, number 73, escorted by his parents, Don and Scott House. Corey plans to pursue whatever path God has set before him. Number 10, Joshua Hudkins, escorted by Carrie Hudkins. Joshua plans to pursue a career in audio engineering, but I am being told to hold off for a moment.
This is as close as I can get this mic, and I want him to hear for the people.
It's following instructions. Hey, this thing,
I know.
this thing,
I got a text saying start.
here we go.
I'm gonna go down and
YouTube.
I just did Josh, right? Did I do?
Come on.
Finish Josh?
Yes, you did finish
All right.
Josh.
Well, that's why I started. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I was going to see if we can tell you.
The electronics, all swear I already had it plugged in.
Oh, you started before they sang the song, you knucklehead. Your son's out there trying to sing a song to honor
I guess
the
whatever
Chargers.
I
Thank you,
did.
junior high.
You're just running right through his presentation.
So, dude, that I wait till they...
Yeah, just wait and then they'll just step forward when you call their name.
Say, hey guys.
That's nice. They don't listen to me.
Hey, let's while he's doing the announcements, let's mute our phones and everything because I'm trying to pick up his sound for the live stream. Hey, can you take that out in the hallway or something? Because I'm gonna try and pick up this. Can you take that out in the hall?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to reset this whole thing. You know how to do it?
Yeah, I know how to reset it. So.
Yeah, because we can't get 8 off of the guest side.
Well, here, just hold this mic and be real quiet, and I'll get that started for you.
Yes, yeah.
All right, somebody gonna motion me? All right, are we ready now? Somebody give me a thumbs up. All right. So, sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm listening to several different people here. We're gonna start over. Senior Day. We are going with number 45, Travis Davis, escorted by his mother, Amanda Davis. Travis would like to go to Bible college and become a youth pastor. Thank you, Travis. Number 16, Grant Diggy Dignan, escorted by his parents, Randy and Janelle. Diggy would like to study ministry and pastoral studies with the goal of becoming a youth pastor. Number 73, Corey House, escorted by his parents, Don and Scott House. Corey plans to pursue whatever path God has set before him. Number 10, Joshua Hudkins, escorted by Carrie Hudkins. Joshua plans to pursue a career in audio engineering. Number 15, Caden Jordan, escorted by his father, Cedric Cross. Caden would like to pursue football for as long as the Lord allows him to. Number 5, Ben Langford. And number 66, Carson Williams, escorted by Aaron Williams and Amy Langford. Ben plans to become a diesel mechanic after graduation, and Carson has plans to attend a culinary school. Number 12, Jacob McKenzie, escorted by his mother, Emily Miller. After graduation, Jacob would like to go to college and get a master's in psychology. Number 11, Carter Marciniak, escorted by his parents, Mike and Carolyn Marciniak. Carter's plans after graduation are to go to college to play either football or basketball. In college, he'd like to pursue training in cybersecurity. Number 18, big man Lucas Meyer, escorted by his parents, Eric and Brandy Meyer, or better known the Baroness Brandy and her royal consort, Eric. Lucas would like to go to college and pursue a counseling degree, as well as play either football or baseball, depending on where the Lord leads him. Number 60, Isaiah Miller, escorted by his parents, Brian and Beth Miller. Isaiah plans to pursue a career as a fireman. Number 55, Brian, and number 57, Gabriel Morris, escorted by the parents, Scott and Wendy Morris. Brian plans on attending Pittsburgh State University with the intent on majoring in electrical engineering technology. Gabriel plans to take a gap year at OTC and then pursue pre-med in Pittsburgh State University. Number 21, Jonathan Porter, escorted by John and Becky Porter. Jonathan plans to attend college as an architectural engineer major. Number 58, Peter John, escorted by Peter John sorry about this, guys. Robillard, aka St. Peter, and Day, his mother. Peter John plans to attend college and later complete a doctorate degree in dentistry. Number 17, Glendon Wilson, escorted by Tara and Bobby Spratt and Coach Larry Wilson. Glendon plans to become a professor for biblical theology and ancient history. Sage Bassett, escorted by Jason and Sarah Harbison and Philip Bassett. Sage plans to take a gap year after graduation before attending college in pursuit of a psychology degree. Evelyn Curry, escorted by her parents, Brett, the voice of the Chargers, and Brittany Curry. Evelyn plans to attend doula training school. Olivia Evans, escorted by her parents, Neil and Stormy Evans. Olivia plans to attend a local college and pursue a communications degree. Carly Fisher, escorted by her parents, Carl and Jenna. Carly plans to marry Tim Baker and become a professional wedding crasher. Peyton Hilburn, escorted by her parents, Bobby and Nicole Hilburn. Peyton's future plans are to become an eyelash tech and then get married. Olivia Hogan, escorted by her parents, Marty and Jennifer. Olivia plans to attend nursing school after graduation. Abby Jones, escorted by her parents, Alan and Shannon. Abby plans to attend College of the Ozarks next year. Macy Myers, escorted by her parents, Bill and Laura Myers. Macy plans to attend college to pursue her dream of helping people in a way that God sees fit. She is currently considering a degree in criminal psychology or law, while also continuing her theatrical career. Elizabeth Patterson and Gracie Patterson, escorted by their parents, Steve and Betty. Elizabeth plans to become a professional wedding crasher as well, with Carly. Gracie's goal after graduation is to own a Taco Bell. Elise Wallace is escorted by Brian and Mandy. Elise plans to attend nursing school, followed by becoming a foreign missionary. I want to thank all of the seniors for being part of the Charges organization. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and you guys are going to do great things. Thank you.
Good for you.
And start. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started with this online streaming broadcast and bring you up to speed on where we are on today's activities. My name is Brent Davis, and I've been around the Chargers program since nearly the beginning. 2006 is when the program started. My family joined in 2007. And I'm joined today by Eric Stewart. He'll be running the technical on the live stream, the score and the clock, that sort of thing. We are excited to bring this broadcast to you. A lot of implications on the line today. First of all, it's just a huge day for the Chargers. Our last home game of the season. We always close this regular season out against Christ Prep. We get them at home this year, and this was senior day for us. So about 27 seniors come through the program. That's varsity football and cheer. I think 15 or 16 football players and 11 cheerleaders. What a huge senior class, maybe the largest we've ever had in the program. And we just honored those seniors and their families with recognition down on the track in front of the home stands. But with that in mind, let's get on to the football game itself. The Christ Prep Patriots come to us out of Olathe, Kansas, and the Chargers have been playing them since the beginning. Our inaugural season, 2006, we started, Christ Prep was, I think, outside of Tulsa, Noah, the only other homeschool program we played locally, and we've been playing them ever since. A lot of great history here between these two teams, and I think the overall record, the Chargers might have a slight edge on the overall record, but every game is competitive and close. Maybe the most memorable matchup between Lighthouse and Christ Prep came in 2014 in the National Homeschool Football Association Championship game in Panama City, Florida. Lighthouse prevailed in that game 21-7, avenging a regular season loss in that season prior to going down to Panama City. Was a great game, tough game, and it seems like every time the Chargers and the Patriots play, there are national ranking implications on the line. Today is no different. The National Homeschool Football Association currently has Lighthouse and Christ Prep. Well, Christ Prep ranked number 4 in the country, Lighthouse ranked number 5. Only the top 4 teams get a bid into the championship bracket in Panama City. So, I mean, conventional wisdom would say the winner of this game is going to get that 4 seed. There, I think, is still an outside chance that maybe Dash, the Spartans out of Dallas, might have an argument for that slot. But that'll ultimately be up to the seating committee. Currently, number 1 is Tulsa Noah. Number 2 is Tomball Christian, the Warriors out of Houston, Texas. Number 3 is Georgia Force out of the Atlanta area. And then Christ Prep, then the Chargers, and then Dash out of Dallas. The teams, I think, common opponents, Lighthouse and the Patriots, have both defeated the Oklahoma City Patriots. Both teams have lost to Tulsa Noah. The other common opponent, well, not common between Christ Prep and Lighthouse, but Lighthouse did play Tomball earlier in the season, 17-14 game. So a lot of regular season contact between these top-ranked teams. Georgia, of course, geographically is just out of the mix during the regular season, but they're always a salty program and would expect that they're no different again this year playing in Georgia. So we'll see how it goes. Whoever the prevailing team here, I think, is odds-on favorite to get the 4 seed in Panama City and have a chance to play for the national championship. So we're looking for a good competition. I noticed on Christ Prep's schedule, they come into today's game 3-4. I think they've lost a game or 2 off the schedule. Either they were canceled or they were not able to get a full schedule this year. So they've only played 7 games to this point in the season. The Chargers come in 4-5. And it's been a tough season on the Chargers. They've had, the Chargers are taking the field right now. So fans are on their feet, bringing the boys onto the field. But back to the season, the Chargers started out hot with a couple of close wins over public school competition here in the Springfield area. won a game on literally a last-second field goal to defeat Pierce City in the opener, and then overcame a 24-0 halftime deficit to Ash Grove and defeated them 27-24. I know Ash Grove has gone on to qualify for the state playoffs in Class 1 in Missouri. Then the injuries set in with Lighthouse. Game 3 was against a top-ranked team in the state, Marionville. Chargers were close with them at halftime, but Marionville pulled away in the end. Then the injuries started. The Chargers, middle of the season. Well, I'm going to take a break here. It looks like we're going to have the national anthem, and then I'll come back to that. So thanks, folks. All right, folks, we're back after the national anthem and our invocation. And as I was saying, the Chargers, about the middle third of the season, were pretty shorthanded the entire stretch along there. They lost 4 in a row, some of those to, again, state-ranked public school opponents. And lost to Tomball, was number 2 in the country in Homeschool Nationals, and lost to Tulsa Noah as well. Bounced back last week against Oklahoma City Patriots. It's good. I think most of our starters are back now. Our quarterback was out for 2.5 games and several others as well. So it's just one of those things in a small program. When a few key players go down, it has a big impact on the season. But I think we're pretty much back to full strength now. I don't know on the Christ Prep side of things what their status has been as far as the health of their players, but just watching them warm up, they look good. They had a lot of good athletes on that side of the field. And I see, looking at their roster, Garrison Stamatis, that's a big name in Christ Prep football. They've been in the program as long as our family's been in the program, and lots of good battles on the field. So I'm sure that they're going to be good as always under the tutelage of longtime coach Tom Hurley. And I see Chase Stamatis is on the staff there as well. So looking forward to a good game today. Seniors are taking the field captains are taking the field for the coin toss for the Chargers. Number 18, our quarterback Lucas Meyer. Number 12, our starting linebacker and running back Jacob McKenzie Miller. and number 17 in the program, Glendon Wilson, and number 16, Grant Dignan. All of which made major contributions this year. Also, I think all of them have missed some games due to injury. So it's good to be able to get back on the field for that final home game. I believe all of them are seniors. Did not see the numbers for the Christ Prep side. And we'll see what comes of the coin toss. Chargers did defeat Christ Prep last season. Before that, I think Christ Prep won 3 or 4 in a row and a couple of national championships in that stretch with some really good program, really good teams. And were able to bring home the trophy from Panama City 2 years in a row. The Chargers were able to get back on the winning side of that bracket last year, winning the championship in 2021, defeating Tomball in the championship game. There's the coin toss. If you don't follow the National Homeschool Football Association here we go. The Chargers won the toss, and they are deferring their choice to the second half. And I'm assuming Christ Prep will elect to receive the ball. But back to the Facebook page, if you go to Facebook and just look up National Homeschool Football Association and then like that page, there's lots of great information there. The group out of Georgia that puts that together, keep it updated all season long with matchups and rankings. A lot of good contribution from fans across the country. Just looking at it earlier today, I think currently there are 29 11-man football teams ranked nationally in the National Homeschool Football Association. And they come from a wide range, all the way from Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri. There's a lot of teams from Indiana. There's some teams from Maryland, Virginia, Georgia, even Delaware, the Carolinas. So it is a growing sport nationally, and we're just excited to be a part of it and to be a part of it since the inauguration of the NHFA in 2008. All right. We're getting ready, folks. This is going to be a big day, beautiful day here in Ozark, Missouri. Big shout out to Ozark High School for letting us have their field for today. This was a last-minute change of plans. This game was scheduled for last night up in Springfield, but a severe band of storms blew through here, and just about everybody in the area either moved up their game by a couple of hours or postponed until today. So a lot of high school football going on in Missouri today. The Chargers, among them, set to kick off for the Lighthouse is number 10, Joshua Hudkins. And let me get this Christ Prep roster up back deep. I can't quite see those numbers, but there's a kick, takes a hop. And looks like 31 picked that one up.
Number 31 on the return.
Don't see that number on the roster on Max Preps, so we'll just say number 31, basically no return, just covered up the football. Chargers bring him down. Christ Prep set to take the first snap of the game, offensive snap of the game from their own 27-yard line. I think the starting quarterback is TJ Cruz. Based on what I was seeing in warm-ups, yep, he's back there along with number 2, Garrison Stamatis. And don't see the number on the tailback yet, but I'll get a look at that in a moment. Hand off to him right up the front and right up the middle, number 33, that is. That's Jacob Johnson, and he is stopped for no gain on the play. That'll bring up second down and 10, and good. Got a better copy of the Christ Prep roster here. Yeah, number 33, Jacob Johnson, was on the carry there. Handoff from Cruz. Chargers were there at the line to bring him down. Second down and 10. Cruz lets it go through the air to number 12. Quick screen. That's a nice gain by Andrew Pridge. He gets all the way out to the 40-yard line. That is enough for a first down. Picks up 12 on the play, 13 on the play First and 10 from the 40. Number 18 for the Chargers, Lucas Meyer, pushes him out of bounds. All right, Christ Prep to the line. Quarterback in the shotgun with Johnson lined up to his left. Again, a quick read option, hands that to Johnson up the middle. He picks up 2 before he is brought down by a host of Chargers led by number 60. That is Isaiah Miller, the stalwart in the middle of that defense, has been for a couple of seasons now. He got about 1.5 on that play, so second down and long after that short gain. Cruz stays in the shotgun. Haven't seen him go under center yet. And a jet sweep. Number 18, Miller is there again to slow him down before he is brought down after a 1-yard gain by the Chargers. I think 16 Dignan was there to bring him down. Number 18 was Dante Birch for the Patriots. It's going to bring up third down and 7. Patriots are on their own 43-yard line. Miller with nice penetration on that play to bounce the running back to the outside and give the rest of the defense a chance to pursue on that play. We'll see what Cruz has dialed up here. One would think it's going to be a pass play with third and long. Cruz is back, and he lets one go. He and the receiver not quite on the same page there, looking for number 2. I think Stamatis on that play was expecting him to come over the middle. Stamatis was headed down on the post, and Cruz was thinking he was coming over the middle and threw it to where his receiver was not. Falls incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down and 7. Patriots punter is in the game, and he'll be kicking about his own 30-yard line once he takes his steps forward and back for the Chargers.
You don't have that extra tablet, do you?
I don't know where it is.
Okay.
Don't see that number yet.
Every game I can't find it.
What happened to that?
Patriots having a little bit of a hard time getting lined up, and just enough for the Chargers. Multiple guys jumped off sides. A little lack of eye discipline there, so we'll see what the call is. That is encroachment on the defense. So that's going to move the ball into the Chargers' territory. It's going to make it 4th and 3, or 4th and 2 rather than 4th and 7. We'll see. Patriots have changed their mind. They're not going to punt now. Looks like they're bringing the offense back on the field, and they're going to try to go for it on this, or attempt to convert on 4th down, 4th and 2. That was a big mistake on the Chargers' part, making what looked like certainly a punt into now a chance the defense is going to have to come up with a stop. Those are the kind of mistakes that drive a coach crazy. We work on that kind of stuff all the time in practice, but it's early and the boys are excited. A lot on the line. Cruz is in the backfield with Johnson in the shotgun. Bringing his man in motion. Going to snap, hands it to Johnson. Johnson's going to get to the outside, but it does not look like he made it. Good discipline on the Chargers' part there. Dignan was there to bring him down. Johnson's a full half yard, maybe yard short. He was there assisted by Carter Marciniak. And they bring him down on the Patriots side of the 50. That means it's Chargers ball 1st and 10 on the Patriots 49. That was a big gamble for the Patriots as well, because if you don't make it, you're giving the other side a short field. Now let's see what Myers got up his sleeve for the first series in this game. Lucas brings the play to the huddle, and He will be in shotgun as well, with Miller lined up at running back behind him. Hand off to Miller up the middle. Looks like he gets 4 on the play. He's going to get all the way down to the 45-yard line. He is a bruising style running back, and Patriots linebackers had to bring him down. Maybe number 55 on that play, Bryn Jenkins. 2nd down and 6, Lighthouse in Patriots territory. Going to go right back to Miller on this play, and he stays on his feet. He gets enough for the 1st down and picks up 8 on the play. That was number 13 there, Christopher Worcester, to bring him down, but not before he picks up 8 all the way down to the Patriots' 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Lighthouse. Miller fighting hard there to keep his feet. Gets through that first tackle and has all of the yards on this initial series. 2 carries for 12 yards so far. Lighthouse going to keep it on the ground in his first series. That misdirection, handoff there to Street, Caleb Street. He picks up just about 2 on the play.
2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
Christ Prep stayed home that time, didn't let him get turned upfield before they were able to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. Chargers from the Christ Prep 35-yard line.
Handoff number 17, Glendon Wilson.
Misdirection again to Wilson. He picks up 2 on that play. Glendon Wilson. Again, Christ Prep stayed home, didn't fall for the up-the-middle fake, and he just picks up a little over 1 on that play. So 3rd and long now. You got to figure it's 2-down territory from here. The ball's just inside the Patriots' 33-yard line. 3rd down for Lighthouse. Marciniak comes to the near side, wide out. Ball hits Dignan in the hands, but it is dropped. Christ Prep defender was behind him, was able to get his hands across Dignan's arms. Dignan was not able to bring it in. Would have been a 1st down, but the ball hits the turf, and it's going to be 4th and long for Lighthouse. 4th down and a long 7 to convert this one. Meyer had plenty of time on that play, rolling to his right. That one sails long over the head of his intended receiver, Marciniak. So the Chargers will give the ball back on downs. So both teams fail to convert on 4th down on their opening offensive series. Lighthouse with a little deeper penetration into Christ Prep territory. So I think both teams picked up a 1st down and then turned over on 4th. So teams switch out. Lighthouse back on defense. Ball is on the Christ Prep's own 33-yard line with Cruz back in the shotgun. Receiver in motion, going to swing it out to him. Good catch in open field. That was number 18, Dante Birch. And Meyer brings him down, but not before he picks up a solid 5 on the play. That's going to be 2nd down and 5. Ball's out to the 39-yard line. Christ Prep looking like they want to get their guys in space on the edge, trying to, where all they have to do is break 1 tackle for a big gain. To Johnson off the left side. Miller is there to bring him down. He picks up, maybe 1 on the play. Yeah, I was going to say none, but he did pick up 1 before Isaiah Miller brings him down. It's going to make a third and a short 5, long 4 for Christ Prep just over their own 40-yard line. Cruz in the shotgun, Johnson behind him. Drops back. Good pressure. Lighthouse gets good pressure on him up the middle, forces him to throw it behind his intended receiver, number 18, Birch. So that ball falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4 from their own 40-yard line. Patriots, I think, going to send the punt team on. Yeah, and I believe their kicker is number 15, Nicholas Clausen.
And number 15,
It was an incomplete pass, and they pushed it back.
Yeah. Yeah, the refs, I don't know, that spot very, very favorable for Lighthouse. High snap, floater, short kick. That ball is going to back up on them, and that is going to be about a net 10-yard, 9-yard punt. So a high floating snap. Kicker had to jump to retrieve it, rushed that a little bit, shanked it off his foot. Chargers, this is deja vu, folks. They're taking over on the Patriots' 49-yard line for the second possession in a row. So no return on that. That one backed up like a good sand wedge and backed off the front of the green to Chargers' favor. Meyer in the shotgun again. 2 running backs in the backfield. Gives that one to Street. He picks up a solid 4 on the play, maybe almost 5. Handoff off the right side. Miller, lead blocking for him on that, Jacob Miller. And good solid play before the Christ Prep secondary brings him down. Run game was looking pretty good for Lighthouse early, getting positive yards on every play so far. Big offensive line coming together as a unit. Oh, good job there by number 13 for the Patriots. Christopher Worcester, he stayed home on that misdirection, and Street ran right to him. Picked up 1 on the play, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Lighthouse. That play looked like it was going left. It countered inside, but good eye discipline by Christ Prep to stay home on that play. And it did not. Street was not able to get past that first tackler. Oh, nice misdirection. Faked it up the middle to Jacob Miller. Handed it off to Glendon Wilson around the left side, and he picks up about 12 on the play. 9 on the play. Gets all the way down to the 32-yard line. That's a Chargers first down. Chargers keeping it on the ground so far with that misdirection run game. Fooled me. I thought Jacob Miller had that one up the middle, and before Wilson was around the left end with the ball. Same formation. Meyer. Oh, that's the second drop. That one looked really good. Meyer put it right on his hands. Marciniak could not come up with it. And so that's 2 drops. Got to catch that ball, guys. Those are the kind of plays that slow your offense down for sure. That may not have been a first down, but it would have been close. So Marciniak is going to make up for that at some point down the game. I can predict it now. He's a great young man and a good athlete. Just thought about where he was running before he made sure he had the football. Good discipline again by number 13, Worcester. Forces Street to the outside. Street only picks up 1 on the play before About 3 white jerseys are there to bring him down, led by, looks like number 68, Jake Clark, led the charge there. 77, middle linebacker. Don't see his name on the roster. Maybe had to switch out his jersey. But they were pursuing with great accuracy on that play. 3rd and long for Lighthouse. 3rd and 7 inside the Patriots' 30-yard line. Meyer rolls to his right. He's going to come back to his left. He's got the first down, it looks like. And inside the 20-yard line, Chargers get it in the red zone. He needed 7. He picked up 9 on the play. That's a nice decision by Meyer not to let it go, to live to play another day and to keep the football. They are down to the Patriots' 19-yard line on that play. Meyer has got good wheels. When he has to run, he's usually pretty effective. Wants to throw it first, of course, but if he has to go, he's an effective runner. Meyer in the pistol. Hands it off up the middle again to Jacob Miller. Picks up 3 on the play down to the 16-yard line. Just getting in behind that big offensive line and going right at Christ Prep. 68, a little slow getting up on that play for Christ Prep. Jake Clark, big defensive tackle. 23 for the Chargers, Cole Richardson runs the play on. Street subs out, and we'll see what Coach Williams has drawn up. 2nd down and 6. Meyer rolls to his right again. This time, Christ Prep, good pursuit, but Meyer again on his feet, makes about 4 guys miss all the way down to the 10-yard line. Picked up 5 on that play. They're going to need about a half yard. 3rd and short. Nice piece of running by Lucas Meyer. Looked like they had him. He didn't see the guy coming from behind him, but that 6th sense, felt that pressure, ducked under it, made 3 other guys miss before Christ Prep was finally able to get him on the ground. 3rd and short from the Christ Prep 10-yard line.
I want you to run the play clock.
Just short up the middle, down to the 7-yard line, handoff to Jacob Miller. And that is a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for Lighthouse on the Christ Prep 7-yard line. So Lighthouse has converted a couple of times now on 3rd down to keep this drive alive and give themselves a chance to get some points on the board here. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
What's the play? Or what's the game clock at?
53 seconds.
All right, handoff again over the right side, running back on his feet. Flag comes in late. We're going to have a hold or a face mask. I can't tell. Side judge throws one in, looking at the pile from the outside. And that was 23. Richardson got the ball down inside the 5. We've got a personal foul face mask on Christ Prep. So that is going to be half the distance from the goal there, and should be, I think that's automatic first down in high school. And it'll be, if not, it's going to be 2nd and balls inside the 2. Still, it is a first down. So 1st and goal, about 1.5 yards for the Chargers, with about 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Chargers keeping it on the ground. Miller up the middle. Looked like he's in. Touchdown, Jacob Miller. Just followed that big center right into that end zone. So Lighthouse draws first blood. Today, it gets on the board before the quarter runs out. And That drive, 49 yards, all of it on the ground. Even the pass plays, Meyer kept them, decided to run, and it worked effectively. Culminated by about a 1.5 yard touchdown plunge by Jacob Miller. PAT attempt is up and good. That is Levi Romero, and his right foot gets that one through. Levi kicked the game winner in the season opener with 3 seconds to go in the game down at Pierce City. And if memory serves, that was the first time in Chargers history that they won a game with a walk-off field goal. Doesn't happen very often in high school football, especially small school. But he got it done, and he's had a good year kicking the football so far. So, with 40 seconds left in the first, Lighthouse gets on the board first, and they're up 7-0 over Christ Prep. Trying to get a good look at the crowd here. We've got several hundred on the home side. Christ Prep, maybe 50 or so on the visitors' side. Our homecoming game last Friday night at Parkview in Springfield was probably the largest crowd I've ever seen at a Chargers game against Oklahoma City. A lot of alumni there, former players, former coaches. It had to be 600-700 people in the stands. It was a big night for Lighthouse. It's come a long ways, and since the Lone family launched this program in 2006, they were there as well. It's always good to see the founders, Coach Purvis, Coach Lone, and others there as well. Number 10 kicks off for Lighthouse, Joshua Hudkins. Ball takes a tough bounce for Christ Prep, and running the wrong direction if you're in the white jersey. Number 21 on that return. Tough bounce. Lorenzo Rusher couldn't quite get a handle on it, and he ends up losing some yards on that return, and the ball is back about the 7-yard line. Christ Prep's on 7-yard line with 35 seconds or so to go in the first quarter. The clock on the live stream is not perfectly synced to the game clock. We try to keep it as close as we can, but they are not connected, so we have to occasionally update that. But we're close here. I think 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Thanks to Eric Stewart for doing that work for us today. All right, hands it off to Johnson with big hit. Isaiah Miller saw him coming, dropped him, maybe half-yard gain on the play, and Cruz hands off to Johnson. Johnson's had a tough go of it so far today. He's been met hard at the line of scrimmage every time he carried the ball. We've had a flag come in. Oh, so that one didn't count. That was a false start on Christ Prep. So Johnson took a big hit for nothing on that one, folks. And maybe that's why he had no blockers in front of him, because the lineman stopped, but Johnson did not. So we are going to replay first down. It's going to be first and about 4.5. It was only half the distance to the goal on the penalty. Ball's inside the 4-yard line. Cruz in the pistol this time. Not as well. No, he's going to step back into the shotgun. Johnson's right behind him. First and long for Christ Prep. And again, hands it to Johnson, and he, I think, is met for a loss again. This time, can't quite see who got him. Maybe Jacob Miller that time. Miller and Miller linebacking crew for the Chargers. The law firm of Miller and Wilson, it looks like. Bring him down. It's a loss of 1 on the play. Second and long. And we're going to let that clock run out on the first quarter. Switch ends of the field. So first quarter really went by fast. A lot of run plays. Very few penalties. So the clock just kept running, and we are through the first quarter of play in this season finale for Lighthouse and Christ Prep. So much on the line. We go to the first of the second quarter Lighthouse up 7-0 over Christ Prep. I'm going to take a quick break here. All right, folks, we're back. Start of the second quarter. Christ Prep quarterback taking the snap in his own end zone. He's got two back there with him, protecting him. He's going to hand it off inside. That looks like a safety to me, folks. We'll see what the refs say. But Lighthouse all over that. That is a safety. The white hat signals it. Lighthouse defense read that one all the way, sold out to stop the run, and met the running back as he was being handed the ball by the quarterback. Not sure who got him on the turf, but there were about 4 blue jerseys in there immediately. So 2 more points for Lighthouse, up 9-0. Christ Prep will have to kick to the Chargers after a safety. The way that goes is the defensive team is awarded 2 points, and then the team that was on offense can elect to kick either off a tee or punt from their own 20-yard line, and the defensive team then gets a chance at offense. And so Lighthouse, I don't know, I think that's the first safety of the season that they have put on the opponent. So good work by the defense there, anticipating that quick handoff up the middle. So it is their choice. They can kick off a tee or they can punt. Depends on, I guess, the coach's preference, the quality of the kicker. Number 15 for the Patriots is teed it up. Nicholas Clausen, a lefty, a big lefty. He's built like a tight end. So let's see what kind of leg he's got. So he squibs it through there. It's going to take a hop, and Lighthouse will just cover it up. Kind of a squirrely kick there. Probably a smart thing to do. Would have liked to have seen him get a little better field position out of that. Kicking, with the other team kicking from their own 20. Our backs may have been set up a little too deep there for a good return, but we covered up. We get the ball on our own 35-yard line. Chargers 1st and 10 early in the second. So far, Lighthouse has pretty well dominated the line of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. The offensively for Christ Prep, really the only thing that has worked for them have been some quick passes to the outside. Anything off of the run game has been stopped immediately by Lighthouse. Conversely, Lighthouse has been effective running the ball. That was a handoff to number 4, Caleb Street, and he moves the ball out about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6, and the Chargers, Meyer gets the signal from the coach, brings it back to the huddle. Let's see if Lighthouse is just content to run the football here until Christ Prep stops them. Short snap up the middle again. There he is. Good play by the defense there. Handoff to Jacob Miller. He gets 1 on the play. Christ Prep number 33, Jacob Johnson. Jacob on Jacob is there. He makes the big stop immediately on Jacob Miller. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. So Johnson from the linebacking position is able to avoid the block and is right there to meet Jacob Miller as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Meyer back. He's going to let this one go, and he finds his man. First completion of the afternoon. Marciniak hangs on to it that time, has to go to his knees, but he picks up 8 on the play. The ball's out to the 48-yard line and down immediately there. In high school, you can't get up and run. Once you're down, you're down. And Meyer gets his first completion of the afternoon and moves the ball out over the yard to gain and gives Lighthouse another first down.
Dial up your inner crazy mom for the rest of this game, if you would, please.
Hand off the middle, up the middle to number 15. He bounces it outside. Number 15, that's River Moss for Lighthouse. He gets all the way down, or gets over the 50-yard line down to the Christ Prep 46-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but certainly a nice gain on first down. He gets out, gets 6 on the play. Nothing up the middle, bounces it to the outside, and makes something out of nothing. And Christ Prep had to force him out of bounds on that play. So Lighthouse again staying on the ground on first down. And why not? It's been effective so far. In motion, toss sweep to Moss to the outside. Is he going to get upfield? No, just ran out of turf. Lighthouse, or Christ Prep strung that one out. It's going to get him for a loss of 1 on the play. And it's going to bring up third down and longer for Lighthouse. Third down and 4 from the Christ Prep 46. Christ Prep, good discipline on that play to not give up the edge.
Wide side of the field, guys.
Handoff up the middle to Jacob Miller. Looks like he got it, folks. Gets to the 46-yard line. Miller just patiently looking for that opening, ever so slight. Slips through to his left, falls forward for the first down. Picks up 4 on the play. Picks up 5 on the play, just needed 4. First down Chargers. Deeper in Christ Prep territory, all the way down to the 41. Lighthouse just moving along methodically here. Don't really run any kind of a hurry up at this point, and just taking their time, staying in their sequence. And Meyer, he went for the fake, and good defense there by number 12, Andrew Pridge. Meyer tried the pump fake, tried to get the corner to bite, but corner wasn't looking at the quarterback. He had his eyes on the receiver the whole way. Intended receiver was Marciniak. The ball caroms to the ground, incomplete. So good time for a play action there. Try something deep after the run game has worked so well at this point. So 2nd and 10. There we go. Oh, Street, he gets 9 on the play. Good misdirection. I think Meyer thought someone was coming behind him and makes the quick adjustment to Street. He hands it off underneath, and he gets 9 and does he get 10? It's 9 and something. They may have to measure this one. It is really close. Second down. Second down, wind the clock. Oh, third down, I'm sorry. That was after that incomplete pass, yeah. So 9.5 yards for Street on that carry. And just as we would think, just hand it to Miller up the middle. He picks up, he needs a half yard. He gets 4.5 on the play. And that run game just continues to pound for Lighthouse. They're inside the 30 now, down to the 27-yard line. First down. Miller's effective on those short runs. Street's effective on that misdirection. And occasionally, Lighthouse airs one out. But not dependent on the pass today so far. Again, Oh, fooled me again. Oh, the ball came out. That's the one thing we can't do is turn the football over. Richardson flailing the football there and takes the hit. Ball pops out, and it hits the turf. Christ Prep recovers. Got to take better care of the football and carried it loosely and paid the penalty. The turnover falls Christ Prep's way. That's exactly what Christ Prep needed, was a stop. The only thing that was stopping him at that point was stopping Lighthouse at that point would have been a turnover. So Cruz back on, 2 running backs in the backfield. Ball's on the turf. Do they give it back? Yeah. How about that? How many times do you see such a thing? Back-to-back turnovers. That happens more often than you would think, especially at this level of football. I think that was Travis Davis that covered that up for Lighthouse. Cruz just never got that snap cleanly. Turned to make the handoff and dropped it, and then the ball bounced Lighthouse's way. So it's as if the last turnover never happened. Back-to-back fumbles, and we are back to 1st down and 10 for Lighthouse on the 23-yard line of Christ Prep. Reverse handoff, inside handoff to Caleb Street. He gets it down inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Lighthouse. Street is looking good today. He's looked good all year. He's been a constant for the Chargers. He played 3 games at quarterback as well, 3.5 games at quarterback as well for the Chargers when Meyer was out during that middle stretch. And grew into that position over those 3 games. I'm sure was not expecting to have to play much quarterback this year, but when your starter goes down, somebody's got to step up, and Street did a good job. But he's also an effective running back. Again, the misdirection this time to Wilson, and he gets down to the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 7 for Lighthouse.
Gains about 2. That'll be 2nd and goal.
And we're about 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lighthouse is leading 9-0 over Christ Prep. Lighthouse driving once again inside the Patriots' 10-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, it's like comfort food. Yeah, it's like fried potatoes. They're great.
Will the Chargers keep it on the ground?
Rolls are good.
Going to try a quick out. Oh, it worked.
Pass is complete to
Meyer hits Marciniak. I told you Marciniak would make up for that drop. 2 big catches on 2 separate drives after the turnovers, but that's a 7-yard touchdown catch from pass from Meyer to Carter Marciniak, and so nice little out route there. And Meyer puts the ball right on number 11's numbers. And Romero now is on to attempt the PAT. Getting a blocker run on late here. Nice clean kick. Splits the uprights. And so Chargers get their 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and they're up 16-0 over Christ Prep with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. That Chargers run game is looking good. It's got to be nearing 100 yards plus at this point in the game, with just the occasional pass by Lighthouse, just enough to keep the defense honest. They can't not just completely give up on the pass. Lighthouse run first definitely today. It's been very effective. Number 10 is on. Joshua Hudkins is on to kick off for the Chargers. Back deep for Christ Prep is number 21.
For Eric Stewart, technical genius up here in the booth.
Getting that roster pulled back up here. Number 21, Lorenzo Rusher. And I think that's number 18, Dante Birch, deep for the Patriots. There, he gets a foot under it. Number 2 receives that, Garrison Stamatis, and he is met hard at the 30-yard line. He gets about 10 on that return, secures it, and bunch of Chargers there to bring him down. Number 5, Ben Langford, comes out of the middle of that stack, and so Lighthouse does not allow much of a return there. Christ Prep is going to have the ball on their own 29-yard line. First down, Patriots. Going to hand off again to number 18, and Miller is there again. Jacob Miller is all over the place. That's a handoff to number 18, Birch, but he is dropped for about a yard and a half loss. Jacob Miller is there to get him on the turf before he can get any momentum headed north or headed south here, and Lighthouse is playing that run really well. Isaiah Miller comes off the field. Looks like a chin strap or a helmet issue of some kind. 42 is in to sub him. Dylan Riddenauer is going to take that middle linebacker slot. And we'll see see if he gets in on some plays. Christ Prep looking like they're going to throw it split 3 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield, and they're going to swing it out to him. Again to 18, Birch. Lighthouse Miller is there to force him to the outside. And Dignan forces him out of bounds, but that's a nice pickup on that little swing pass to the running back out of the backfield. He gets back the loss +4. So they are 3rd down and 6. So that picks up 5 or 6 on that play for the Patriots.
It is 3rd down, ladies and gentlemen.
See what TJ Cruz can do here. Can the Patriots convert on 3rd down, or will Lighthouse have what it takes to get the stop and get the football back? Rushing on the edge. Nice delivery by Cruz, and a nice broken tackle there. Number 12 on the play. Number 2. That's Garrison Stamatis. Makes a good play. I think Lighthouse had him behind the line to gain, but he was able to get the stiff arm out and get past that initial tackler or break a tackle, gets down inside the 45, or over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Christ Prep picks up a 1st down on that pass over the middle. Pitch to the outside. There's Johnson. Chargers lost the edge discipline there. Johnson looks like a good running back. It's just a matter of time before he gets ahead of steam, and he's going to be a hard one to bring down. He picks up 12 on that play, gets into Chargers territory. I think it's the first time Christ Prep has been on the Chargers side of the field this first half, inside the 40. 1st down, Christ Prep. Ian hands it off up the middle to Johnson, and Christ Prep picks up 1 on the play. Lighthouse doesn't let him get past the first line of defense at that point. 1 yard gain on the play before he's brought down. 2nd down and 9. Didn't see who made the tackle for Lighthouse.
You say 5:07?
Yeah, 5:03 now.
Making a little adjustment to the clock on the screen here. It's closer to 5 minutes left in the game. Cruz take the direct snap. Had to let it go early. Miller was putting pressure on him. Cruz let it go before his receiver was able to come out of his break. Never saw the football before it sailed out of bounds. So 3rd and 9 from the Chargers' 38-yard line. Cruz had to throw that one a little sooner than he was wanting to, I think. And those timing plays are difficult if that front line doesn't get the initial block. Maybe changing some things up here a little bit. Cruz still in the shotgun with Johnson behind him in the backfield. Trips right. Cruz is looking. Nice pass. Good arm, but the Chargers are there. 18. Lucas Meyer brings down Rusher. He picks up 3 on the play, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 6. A long 5, a short 6 for the Patriots on the Chargers' 35-yard line. Pass and catch, but nothing after the catch before Meyer gets him on the turf. And we are going to have Christ Prep. Looks like, I'm sure they're feeling the need again here. They're in kind of no man's land. Not too close, too far for a field goal, probably too short for a punt. Wouldn't be much of a difference. So why not go for it? And let's see. Pridge is split out wide left. One-on-one coverage out there. Man coverage up tight. Cruz looks that way. Let's see if that's where he goes with the football. Pressure, lets it go, and he catches it. That wasn't Pridge, though. Who caught that? That was nice catch and pitch and catch from Cruz to Rusher. My goodness, the Chargers cornerback, I think that's Hudkins over there, or quite can't make out his number, but he was all over him. That ball couldn't have been any. It had to be that perfect for the catch to be made. Just about perfect defense as well, but sometimes it just works out. And Christ Prep converts. They're inside the red zone for the first time today. Well, timing's off on the snap. Christ Prep, little mental mistake there. False start on the left side of the offensive line. Forgot to count, forgot to snap, and left early. 5-yard penalty, so we'll make it 1st down and 15 from the 21-yard line. Christ Prep could make a 1st down around the 6-yard line without having to score. Without scoring. So we'll see whether they can punch it in here with about 3.5 minutes to go till halftime. Big play from Cruz to Birch to convert that 3rd and long. Pitches it to the outside, and Johnson picks up 6. That little quick pitch designed to get the running back outside of the defensive end, believing the defensive end is coming at an angle. It's worked a couple of times now. Johnson picks up 6 on the play, and so it's going to be 2nd and 9 for 2nd and 8 for the Patriots, just inside the 15-yard line. Chargers defense giving up the edge there just a little bit. Cruz again hands it off the middle, up the middle to Johnson. Defense is there to bring him down. Big 58. Robillard is there to get the initial stop and get him on the turf. He only picks up 1 on the play. Peter John, nice play there. Not letting Johnson get off that initial contact, getting him on the turf. 3rd and long for Christ Prep. They've got to make the 6-yard line for a 1st. Ball is between the 12 and the 13-yard line. Let's see if they go back out here to that isolated receiver. Oh, handed it off to Johnson right up the middle. Nothing on that play. Maybe even a short loss, small loss. Thought timeout Christ Prep. So no gain on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8, 4th and 7 for Christ Prep when we come back. I thought Cruz might pull that one. He had a lot of open turf right in front of him, but he would let the running back keep it. Cruz, I haven't seen Cruz take off with the ball yet. Big, tall athlete. Looks like he probably could run it effectively, but he's stayed in the pocket so far and been content to hand off or throw. Chargers haven't sacked him, but he hasn't really run with it either. So clearly a pass-first quarterback. See what Christ Prep comes up with on this fourth and 7. This is a pretty big play for them. If they convert this, gonna stay in the game and be competitive here. If they don't convert and Lighthouse puts more points on the board, it's going to be a tall task in the second half to convert this.
It's fourth.
It's fourth, but he's still saying third.
Well, he hasn't turned around and looked at it yet.
There he goes. Swing pass. Oh, good play. And I don't know if he made it or not, but that was, we'll see how they mark it.
So it should be turnover and downs.
Looks like I think we've got a mess up on the play on the down count here. That was fourth down by our count. The last play was fourth down.
They're giving him an extra down.
Somehow Christ Prep has come up with an extra down out of this, but that last play was fourth down by our count. So I'm not sure what has happened here.
Let's make some noise, Chargers fans.
That's a major bonehead play, isn't it, Eric?
I mean, it happens. We may be wrong as well.
We were counting.
Well, the
Cruz, that's a touchdown.
No, they haven't. Oh, yeah, they did.
I would like to see that again. I think they got an extra play there. Recount that back through, but I think they got third down twice on that. But we'll have to see. Christ Prep gets on the board.
Get some good viewers.
Yeah. So Christ Prep comes through when they have to, take advantage of the situation, and Cruz finds Stamatis for the touchdown there. And PAT is up, and
Clausen is good, but there is a
flag on the play comes in from the far side, and Clausen's kick. Let's see here. Defensive encroachment on Lighthouse is the call.
offsides on the Chargers.
So will they take the points, or are they going to go for 2?
They ought to go for 2.
They're running the offense back on the field. So I think that kick was good, but they've elected to take the point off the board and go for 2. Boy, I'd like to look back through the film there and count the downs on that last series. Everybody up here said that last play was fourth down, and they looked to us like they got third down twice, but certainly could be wrong about that. Cruz takes the snap, lets it go to the outside, and that's their whole game right there, folks, is that deep out pass in the flats from 8. That's number 18 gathered that in, I think, Rush.
Sorry, I'm looking up.
Okay, so Christ Prep takes advantage of the Chargers' mistake on the PAT attempt and gets 2 on the board, and so they've cut the lead in half, 16-8.
Once that next play happens, it's history. Exactly.
Our coach doesn't have enough red flags.
So I guess we'll watch the game film there and see whether we're right on that or not. Would be hard to believe that all the officials did not advance the rubber band on their fingers to their proper down. So maybe we are missing something here in the booth.
There was the false start, which backed them up.
Right.
And they had the run.
Right.
Got them to 2nd and 8.
Right.
And then they had another run.
Clausen's kick goes out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty. Chargers will get the ball on the 35-yard line.
So they had another run that got them to 3rd and 8.
Right.
So then they took the ball, at 3rd and 7. And they did not get on this because it was 4th and 7. Unless they're saying, no, that was clearly a play.
Yeah.
So they did mess up.
Yeah.
'Cause then they called timeout on 4th and 7.
Yeah.
And then they didn't. And when they came back from timeout, they got 2 more plays
Right. Yeah. So
because they were short of the down marker.
based on rewinding the game film there, Christ Prep got the advantage of an additional play. What should have been a turnover on downs turns into a touchdown for Christ Prep. So if you're a football historian at all, you know Missouri and Colorado back in the late 80s, early 90s, basically Colorado won a national championship on a similar situation where they got an extra down against the Missouri Tigers and scored really when they had turned it over on downs and went on to win the national championship. So sometimes things just go your way. Meyer lets it go into double coverage. Street is covered up front and back, falls incomplete. So that stops the clock. We've got a minute or so left in the half. Chargers have the ball. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, unless they're saying they got that timeout off before the play, but I don't think they did. They let it run.
Yeah.
They called timeout after the play had finished.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the referee to have just
2nd down and 10. Chargers 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, looking like they're wanting to pass this time. And
No, turn around.
Myers' pass basically airs it out. Really windy day today. Gets the ball up high. Christ Prep with a turnover. 21 for Christ Prep. Rusher comes up with the pick and falls to the turf. Basically, it's going to turn into a long punt for Lighthouse. So Christ Prep has the ball on their own 31-yard line. And so Lighthouse goes to the pass on that series. One incompletion, and the second one turns into an interception. So defense is back out on the field, and Christ Prep has turned the momentum around here late in the first half. See if they stick with the pass. They're going to get Stamatis on a jet sweep to the around the left side. He gets about, I think he's got enough of the first down there. Just gets a little bit more than 10 yards on the play before he's brought down. And Isaiah Miller and others get him to the turf. Cruz is in the backfield looking for that deep out. Again, they love that play. And Lighthouse is on it that time. I mean, the completion is made, and they get 5.5 on the play before, but nothing more. And the stop is made by 18 Meyer.
I think they're calling timeout.
And we have timeout on the field. Timeout on the field, Christ Prep. How much time is left, guys?
11 seconds.
11 seconds left in the quarter.
Seconds left on the clock. 11 seconds.
So with forward progress, they've got the ball out to the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line, Christ Prep. It'll be 2nd down and 5 with 11 seconds left when we come back from this timeout. I think that's 2 timeouts now from Christ Prep. They should have 1 more. See what they elect to do. Try to get down the field in 2 plays maybe. To get something over the middle and get a timeout called, they might get a shorter shot at the end zone to close out the half.
I'll just text through her.
I think they're saying there's 24 seconds left on the clock.
24 seconds. 24. The White House the official time on the field
And you guys get it set.
is 24 seconds.
Huh?
There we go. Clock.
So set. No. Set clock.
So second down and 6 with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And we need some noise right now. You got a cowbell.
Clock starts on the snap.
Some energy, bring it. You got a horn, honk it.
Cruz takes the snap, rolls to his right, being pursued. He's going to sling it, trying for 21
Pass intended for number 12.
rusher, sails high. Cruz is kind of a sidearm slinger there, a little Brett Favre-ish in how he throws the football, and it falls incomplete. Third down and 6
Seconds left to go in the half.
with
Third down, about 3rd and 5.
14.
with 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
Hughes, 3rd down. Let's make some noise.
Again, that deep out to the running back, receiver. I'm sorry, number 18, Birch,
Losing it in. Oh,
and I think he's got enough for a first down there.
Pass complete to number 18.
We'll see. He gets out of bounds. They stop the clock.
Clock.
We'll see whether we need a measurement here or whether he is awarded the first down. Looks like he's got enough to me. Yeah, they signal it. Yep. So
First
When you
down.
got left
convert that third down for a first down. They're got enough time for one play from the Lighthouse, just outside the Lighthouse 48-yard line.
To go on the clock. 1st and 10.
They gotta knock it down, man.
5.3 seconds.
Hail Mary's full of grace. Knock it down.
So you got to figure this is going to be the old Hail Mary. If Cruz can get enough time in the backfield to air one out, he's got some tall receivers. Just get it up there and see who comes down with it. And he sails it deep, but and wow, that play is effective.
Pass is complete.
18 catches it, runs under a deep ball all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Here is
Marciniak tackles him, but has the clock run out?
Throw the horn.
I did. It's not working. Announce it. Time is up.
Yeah, that's halftime, folks. White Hat calls it,
Let's give it up for your Chargers.
and so we go to the half.
Remember, Chargers.
Chargers leading the Patriots 16-8. All Chargers up until about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and by our counts, a little bit of a controversy up here, but Christ Prep makes good on the break, if it was a break, and gets the touchdown to pull it within 8 points and close the half out with the momentum. So we'll see after halftime here who makes the best adjustments in the halftime huddle, and see where we go after this. All right, folks, our halftime for the Chargers is always filled with our cheer squad, and we're starting with our mascots first, it looks like. I think we have something approaching 100 girls in our cheer program this year. What a fantastic job they do each and every year, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. They travel well with us, and they're just a highlight of the program. All right, folks, we are back for the start of the third quarter. Hope you enjoyed that halftime. All the Chargers cheer squads getting through their routines flawlessly as always, and under great leadership from so many volunteers in the Chargers program. Thank you, Chargers cheer. Also, the Chargers gave away a full beef at halftime with the drawing, so excited to see that happen. And as you know, Chargers are always trying to raise money like most youth athletic programs, and the Chargers have great ambitions to have their own facility at some point in the future. Go to lcachargers.com for more information on the matching program and the plans for a permanent facility for all things Lighthouse Chargers, hopefully in the near years to come. Chargers had won the halftime or the opening coin toss, elected to defer to the second half, and so Christ Prep is kicking off to Lighthouse, and 15 Clausen is back to kick, and we'll see what kind of a return we get here for Lighthouse. Big kick, and Romero's got that, and he has got some daylight. Gets up over the 33-yard line before number 44, Zachary Jensen, gets him down for the Patriots. If he doesn't get him, Romero's probably still running. So nice return by Romero there, about 10, 20-plus yards. Point of clarification, a lot was said late in the second quarter about whether Christ Prep had gotten a fifth down or not on that scoring drive. It appears that they did not. Actually, that the sideline had called timeout, but the officials were not able to get that third down play stopped. And so it sure looked like, from our perspective, they got two cracks at third down, but in reality, it was a timeout called, and they really only got the 4 downs, even though it looked like they had played 5. So good job by the officiating crew there, and our apologies from this perspective on what looked like a 5-down sequence, but reality it was only 4. That's Jacob Miller, handoff from Meyer to Miller. He gets 2 on the play, and we'll see how the momentum goes here. Who made the best halftime adjustments from a coaching perspective? It was all Lighthouse for a quarter and a half, and then Christ Prep finally hit on some big pass plays to get that score late in the second quarter to cut the lead in half. All the run game has been Lighthouse's bread and butter, and still running here. That's Wilson on the sweep around the left side. 21 rusher gets him on the ground, but not before he picks up 4 on the play. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Lighthouse. Opening series 2 run plays. Christ Prep, you have to think, is committed to stopping the run here in the second half, since Lighthouse pretty much had their right way with him in the first half, running the football. And so let's see what happens here. Inside to Street, and he is close. This is going to be, he gets 4 1/4. This side says it's good. Let's see how they mark it. And the white hat side judge in front of the Lighthouse bench signaled first down at first, but the white hat, after a close look, is going to call for a measurement on this opening drive. And so do we have a first down, or do we have a 4th and a couple of chain links? We're about to find out as the chain crew comes out to midfield to measure this measure this spot to see if the Chargers picked up enough. Caleb Street on the carry there. He needed 5. And did he get 5? And it sure looks like he did by the nose of the football. First down. I mean, not more than an inch. But that's all you need. Once that line is gained, it's good for 4 more downs. And so Lighthouse gets the opening drive, opening series first down First and 10, balls at their own 44-yard line. Just a little recap on the first half. A couple of turnovers by Lighthouse and only one turnover, I think, by Christ Prep. And so we had back-to-back fumbles on that series that eventually resulted in a Chargers touchdown, and then a late interception in the second quarter. And there is Jacob Miller working right up the middle. In between the hash marks, he picks up 7 on the play. And so, again, just running it right up the middle is effective for the Chargers. Take a first down, a 7-yard gain on first down just about every time. So, Christ Prep up the middle. Not sure who made that stop, but it had to have been a defensive back because Miller was well beyond the line of scrimmage before he went down. Meyer still in the shotgun. Miller lined up behind him. Quick handoff again to look like to Miller, but it was a fake. Streets got it. He picks up 10 on the play, and he's all the way down to the 38-yard line. Make that about 12 on the play. And so Caleb Street effective on that counter play. He's hit that about 3 times so far today, around 10 yards every time he carries the football. Romero brings the play into Meyer. Chargers all run so far here in the third quarter, and why not? It was effective in the first half. We'll see how disciplined they stay here and whether Christ Prep will keep inching a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage in anticipation of that run play. Quick handoff here to Miller. I don't know if he got much on that play. Sure didn't look like it. Wasn't a real clean snap and handoff. So picked up maybe 1 on the play. Second and long for Lighthouse. Chargers don't deviate from this formation very often. So here we go. Wilson picks up just 1 or 2 on the play. We're going to be third and long again. Christ Prep and in reading that misdirection counter a little bit better on those last 2 plays, and they were able to get him on the turf pretty quickly. Linebacking crew with a good stop there. So 3rd down and 8 for Lighthouse in Patriots territory. Ball is between the Patriots 36 and 37 yard line on near the left hash. Let's see what we come up with here. Little not on the same page there. Meyer turned to his right and Miller was to his left. Not on the same page there on the play call. And so Meyer tried to improvise there, but no one was blocking for him because didn't think they were supposed to be. And it results in a loss of 2 on the play. So we're kind of back to the original line of scrimmage, 4th down and, well, no, it's more than, it's about a 3-yard loss. So it's going to be 4th and 12, let's say, for the Chargers. Again, kind of in that in-between zone. Don't have a 60-yard field goal kicker, and we're close enough that might as well go for it. Probably wouldn't gain much off of a punt anyway in field position. So let's see what we can dial up here. Whether Meyer can, well, I take that back. We are going to punt. Caleb Street is on, and he is our punter. Also our backup quarterback. High snap, but Street gets it away. Pretty good kick there. And, just a heck of a bounce if they can keep it. Oh, what a play. What a play. Who was down there to knock that back in? Grant Dignan gets that ball, keeps it from crossing over, and Lighthouse downs it. Marciniak is there to down it on about the 2-yard line. What a play. Might be special teams play of the year right there. So Street's kick, about as perfect as you can ask for. About 40 yards on the bounce. And the Chargers down it, no return by the Patriots. So they've got the ball deep in their own territory. They had this early in the second quarter, same field position. Chargers were able to stop him for a safety on a couple of inside runs. Let's see if Christ Prep tries to throw it. That deep outside pass to the deep flat has worked well for them. When they've moved the ball, they've typically hit a couple of those, and he's going to come back to that, and he's letting his man go down the middle. Oh, that's intercepted. Tipped and intercepted. Oh, Christ Prep going for the home run on the deep post. Stamatis was streaking down the middle, but the safeties kept eye discipline, did not bite on what looked to be a pass in the short flat. And the safety tipped it, and I think Dignan, was it Dignan? 18. Lucas Meyer, quarterback, also playing defensive back, comes up with the tipped interception, and the Chargers get the first turnover of the second half. We're kind of back where we started. At first down for the Chargers deep in the Patriots' side of the field on the 33-yard line. What a play by the Chargers defense. Hand that ball up the middle to Miller. He's rumbling and stumbling. He gets all the way down to the 21-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. Picks up 11 on the play. Maybe, 30. Gets to the 22-yard line. 11 plus, almost 12 on that carry right up the middle. Once again, that quick hitter by the running back, getting deep into the Patriots' defense before any white shirts get a hand on him. Miller's been looking pretty good today. I don't have a running total of his yardage, but he's got to be 50, 60 yards now on carries. That was probably his longest one of the day. And Wilson, Miller, he's looking big and strong. He keeps his feet. He gets all the way down to the 4-yard line before the Patriots are able to finally bring him down from behind. I think that was Birch that tackled him, but Miller's looking strong, so he's down to the 4 from the 22. So that's an 18-yard gain, and this front line offensive line is taking its toll, getting some blocks at the line of scrimmage. Running backs are getting deep into the defense before anybody with a blue helmet on is getting a hand on them. Running game is looking strong. Just go back to him. Why not? Up the middle. Touchdown, Chargers. It's Miller time. Give him the football. Up the middle. So he got it done. Jacob McKenzie Miller, he bred on the PA system. Let the big dog eat. And so good job by Jacob Miller. Great job by that offensive line. They are just clearing holes for those running backs. Good work. Chargers take quick advantage of that turnover by the Patriots, and they put 6 on the board. Romero's on for the PAT. Nice kick right down the pipe. And so just like that, the Chargers are back up. They're up 23-8, up 15. So good work by that offense. Couple of decent drives there. Patriots just a play or two and then a turnover. So that's really the adjustment the Chargers needed. Patriots looked like they were going to try to throw the ball downfield. In fact, they had a couple of nice deep outs late in the second quarter, and looked like they were going to go back to that. Only this time, a little misdirection play, trying to get that Chargers defense to bite. But the defense stayed back and got the pick, and were able to convert. The Chargers able to convert that interception into a touchdown.
Yeah.
So kicking team is on the field.
No.
When you start proper chant right now, hit somebody.
Look at the white hat. He over here in the end zone.
Yeah.
Watch him. He'll run it for you.
Okay.
But it's whenever he catches the ball. Whenever one of those. So like it doesn't start now. It starts. See him run.
All right, deep kid right down the pipe again
I don't know. Watch him.
Lorenzen Rusher gets that up the middle. Chargers are able to get him on the turf. Looked like Ethan Jones, among others, were in there for the stop. So you're going to have decent field position here after that return. Line drive kick. Fielded it cleanly. Gets upfield to the 36-yard line. Patriots 1st and 10. With T.J. Cruz taking the snaps from center in the shotgun. 33 Johnson behind him, and a quick jet sweep to number 18 Dante Birch, but Wilson, for the Chargers, saw that coming and was able to get upfield and drop Birch for a loss on that play. Lost 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14. Like to see those defensive tackles for loss. Good discipline there by the edge rusher. Well, outside linebacker Wilson saw that jet sweep coming and was there ready for it. Patriots send wideouts to both sides of the field. Slot receiver on the near side. Quick pitch out to Johnson, and that play's been effective for him a couple of times, but Chargers a little better discipline this time. Number 70 there, Ethan Scroggins, is there to turn him back into the defense. Only picks up 2 on the play. Still 3rd and behind the sticks, so you've got a 3rd and 11. Ball is on their side of the 50, nearly on their own 35-yard line. So pretty big play for the Patriots right here. They really need to convert to stay in this game, as Lighthouse has taken back the momentum here midway through the 3rd quarter. Birch in motion. He's upfield, and there's a big play right there to Stamatis. Big conversion from Cruz to Stamatis all the way down to the 21-yard line. Romero gets him on the turf, but it looks like maybe got the breath knocked out of him as Stamatis came down on top of him. 2-on-2 there, and that's a big gain. So 15, about 44-yard pickup on that play. Nice design for the Patriots. Stamatis is running open up the far sideline. They fake the play to the left and come back to the right. Romero gets on him and keeps him out of the end zone, but that's a huge conversion for the Patriots. Still have a player shaking up. Romero's coming over to the sideline bench. I'm sure he just got the breath knocked out of him there. Stamatis came down right on his stomach. So let's see if Cruz can take advantage of this good field position after that big pickup. Again, looking for Johnson, and Miller are right there at the line of scrimmage. Nice pop on the pads there. No gain, maybe half a yard on that play. So 2nd and long still. Isaiah Miller plays a nice middle linebacker position. He's had a good Chargers career. He's been a stalwart there for just about his entire high school. He's been starting in that position, I think, since a freshman. He is a nice player. So we'll miss him next year. So hopefully he and his senior classmates going to go out on a high note here. So they've got the momentum right now if they can get a stop here on the Patriots after that big 3rd down conversion. Birch moves to the left side of the field. Cruz back there looking. Finally got some pressure on him, and he threw it out of bounds. Once again there's Miller. He is all over Cruz. Cruz, under duress, just throws that one out of bounds to avoid the sack. And he was outside the tackle box there, so I don't think there was any intentional grounding. Honestly, I don't know if they call intentional grounding in high school or not. But that might have been reviewed at the college or pro level, as there was no receiver close by.
Here, Chargers fans. Let's use your outside voices.
All right, Cruz making maybe a last-minute adjustment there with Birch after they break the huddle. And sends Stamatis in motion, and that quick out is there, but the Chargers are on it. This time Meyer brings down number 12, Andrew Pridge. Only picked up about 2 on that play, 3rd and long. So those deep outs or wide passes to the shallow flat, Christ Prep hits those about every time. But this time the Chargers read it and were able to get him on the turf before he got any momentum towards the end zone. So 4th down and a long 7, the short 8 for the Patriots. They are officially in the red zone. Ball is sitting just inside the Chargers' 19-yard line. Let's see who makes the play. This is a big moment in this game. Snap to Birch. Lets it go. To Cruz. Again, he and his receiver not on the same page. 21 there broke that off. Rusher broke it off short right at the line to gain. Cruz thought he was going to the back corner of the end zone and threw it deep. Nobody back there. That is a turnover on downs. That's a big stop by the Chargers right there. That just shows you why hustle plays are important. Chargers got burned on that third and long, but Romero stayed on the receiver, got him on the turf, and the Chargers did not give up any points there. Could have easily just let Stamatis run that one into the end zone, but you never give up on a play, folks. That's why you hustle through every whistle. What have the Chargers got here? Here we go. Hand that ball off to Jacob Miller. That was Street in motion. And Miller picks up 3 or 4 on the play. Right up the pipe again. That's going to be a 3rd down and long 6. Second down and long 6 for the Chargers. Chargers are content to just run every play in from the sideline, make the call, give their guys a chance to get lined up here. Marciniak splits out wide to the right. That's the only receiver in the formation. And we'll just hand it off up the pipe again. This time that one goes to, I think, Miller again. He picks up 1 or 2 on the play before the big defensive tackle is there to slow him down. The Patriots had number 77 was in on that play and didn't see the second player's jersey number. 3rd down and 4 for Lighthouse. Deep in their own territory here. Would be good to get a couple of first downs on this series. Get out from this side of the football field. We've got a timeout on the field. Coach Williams wants to make sure we convert on this play. He saw something he didn't like, either the wrong player package or wrong formation. Maybe the play clock was about to run out. Not sure, but he calls timeout here with about a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Lighthouse, when we come back, it'll be 3rd down and 4. Check on, let's see here if there's any updates on any of the other homeschool teams.
Yeah.
Sure who was playing today. I think Georgia Force plays today. Don't see, but they don't kick off, I think, until tonight. No score there. Lighthouse scores reporting, and Dash and Dallas HSAA Blue Angels are playing in their Texas State championship at 5 o'clock tonight. Dash has already beaten Dallas pretty soundly earlier in the year Interestingly enough, though, Tomball, even though they're in Texas, are not in that playoff. So Tomball is still arguably the premier team, homeschool team out of Texas. Currently the NHFA ranked number 2 in the country. And here we go. Nice look there. Chargers going to pick up that first down. No flags on the field. And so fake it to Miller up the middle. Get Wilson on the inside sweep. Gets around the left side. Christ Prep was committed to stopping Miller up the middle, and Wilson gets all the way to the outside, picks up about 9 on the play, converts that 3rd and 4, and it is a first down for the Chargers. They move the ball out to their 34-yard line. Just grinding it away on the turf. Start the clock. Start the game clock.
Game clock.
Sorry about that, folks. We're all trying to help each other out up here. Meyer takes the snap, hands it to Miller. Miller up the middle. Patience gets all the way over the 50-yard line down to the Patriots' 49-yard line. This run game is starting to take its toll up the middle of Christ Prep. Jacob Miller rumbling and stumbling. He gets out to, that's 10, 15, about 16 on the play. White Hat is getting the game clock going. He's telling you to wind the clock.
You're 16 seconds left in the quarter.
Nope.
All right. Looks like the clock's going to run out. I think the scoreboard here at Ozark is on the north end of the field, and the sunlight is directly on it, and it's basically impossible to read. The glare, we can't make out anything from the press box of what's actually on the scoreboard. We have to see on the computer screen. So we're dependent on what the officials on the field are telling us as far as the play clock and the game clock goes. But that's the end of the third quarter. Lighthouse is able to wrestle back the momentum there and didn't score on the opening drive, but had to punt and then forced a turnover, scored on the second drive, and held Christ Prep to a turnover on downs, and now are driving, finished the quarter out on their third possession of the second half. And they are clearly committed to the run at this point and just pounding away with a lead and getting positive yardage on nearly every run play. So I don't expect much of a change here at this point, barring some unforeseen change in the football game. Here we go again, that little sweep to Street, and he gets it to the outside, up the middle, makes a couple of guys miss, and he picks up 16 on the play, all the way down to the Christ Prep 33-yard line. That play has been effective all day. Caleb Street is making a living on that play, and he's hit that 4 or 5 times now, where he's picked up about 10 yards. That time he got 16 on the play. It's effective every time. So just a combination of Miller and Street and Wilson carrying the football, and the occasional pass to Dignan or Marciniak, and the Chargers' offense has looked pretty good today. That one goes to Moss, number 15. He's in. River Moss picks up about 7 on the play, looks like. Make it 6. So, again, right up the middle, gave Jacob Miller a breather. Make that 7 on the play. Nice carry right up the pipe. There's number 2 Romero back on the field after getting shook up on that defensive play a couple of series ago. He is a nice receiver as well as defensive back as well as place kicker. All-around good player for the Chargers. Meyer takes a snap, hands it off to Moss up the middle. Moss dancing a little bit to his right and then to his left, falls forward, picks up about 2.5 on the play. It is going to be third and about 1.5, when we take the next snap. Dignan comes off the field, and Miller comes on and subs out Moss after a couple of snaps. Caught his breath. Got to figure this is going to be up the middle to Miller. We got two cracks at getting 1.5 yards to keep this drive going. See what Christ Prep does here. Do they sell out on a run blitz? They do, but it's not enough. Oh, Miller puts the ball on the turf, but it looks like Miller picked up about 5, fumbled late, definitely hit the turf. Looked like it was going to bounce back to him, but then it got away, but somebody else in a blue jersey fell on it and saved the day. So that's a first down for the Chargers. They are inside the red zone. They are on the Patriots' 19-yard line. That would have been a heartbreaker there. They lost the ball after all of this ground game work that they've put in to get the ball down to the 19-yard line. But that's the name of it. You got to hang on to it, right? Turnovers are momentum killers, and they were going back to Street, and they saw it this time. Patriots were ready for it. That was Worcester. It's come up with several good plays today off that left side when they've run at him, and stops that one for about a yard loss on the play. Street's not able to get headed south at that point. He's still running east and west, and gets dropped for a loss. I think Christ Prep saw that one coming, and they were waiting on him. So we're behind the sticks for the first time, I think, on this drive. 2nd down and 11. Let's see what Coach Williams dials up here. Is he going to keep it on the ground and keep dominating the clock? Oh, Meyer's going to drop back. He looks. He's got Marciniak, and he catches it. But Birch is there for it, waiting on him, or Rusher's waiting on him immediately. So that's a nice pickup. Picks up 7 on the play. It's going to make 3rd down manageable. 3rd and 5, and picked up 6 on the play. Nice catch by Marciniak. Good, solid open field tackle there by Rusher to keep Marciniak from being able to make a move to get around him. And Chargers are going to have, I'm guessing again, 2 downs to pick up 5 here. Let's see what they do. Miller's back behind Meyer. And again, a quick handoff to Miller. He's going to get about 3 of it. It's going to be 4th down and 2 or 3 when they set this, and 4th down and short. Or well, I'd say short. That's a pretty good distance to pick up. So no guarantee here with a handoff up the middle. And Miller's banged up a little bit. He's had a little bit of injuries this year. We rely on him a lot out of the backfield and on defense. And got his ankle turned early in the year and has nursed a sore ankle all season. Missed one of our public school games. Just couldn't go that night. But he's turned in a good performance here today. And timeout, Lighthouse. So want to make sure we get this right, don't we? It's 4th and 3. Going to have to come up with a solid play here. Feel like if the Chargers, you got to feel that if the Chargers convert here and are able to punch it in, that's going to make the mountain almost insurmountable. I won't say impossible. The Chargers twice this year have erased large deficits. 2nd game of the season, down 24-0 at halftime to Ash Grove, and won that game with about 15 seconds to go. Scored the go-ahead touchdown to win 27-24. And later in the year, playing Stratford, we were down 29-0 near the end of the 3rd quarter and closed that one to 29-27. Before we ran out of gas, and Stratford got a couple of late touchdowns, and a good Class 2 team here in Missouri. And we did that with a lot of our second-string guys on the field that night because so many of our starters were out with injury. So the Chargers know you got to hang on to a lead because they've been able to overcome some deficits this year. The game is not over until that clock shows 0, so play every down. And I don't know what we got there, but that ball was well short of the intended target. Patriots cornerback rusher over there sealed that up pretty quickly. I think Meyer was looking for Marciniak to get to the inside of that defensive back and pick up that first down, but the defensive back won that battle, and the ball fell short, and we are Christ Prep is going to take over on downs deep in their own territory. So first down on their own 12, Chargers give the ball up, but they consumed a massive amount of time on the game clock. Cruz takes that snap, rolls to the right, finds Stamatis there with that. Cruz got a very unusual throwing motion. Kind of the ball is below his shoulder, kind of sidearms it, but he's pretty accurate. I mean, especially on those deep out throws. And that was really accurate on the run, making that throw while running. It's right. It's close enough to see to measure whether he's got a first down or not. So we're going to call it. If it's a first down, it's a 10-yard gain. If it's not a first down, it's a 9-yard gain. So no run and catch there, just a catch, and was tackled immediately. Spot is good. Yeah, White Hat signals first down, so he'll wind the clock here as soon as the chain gets back on the sideline, and all the officials are in their proper spots on the field. Stamatis back on the field for the Patriots. And first and 10 for the Patriots. Ball's on their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, Christ Prep. 6 minutes and
They send 3 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. And they're going to have to start chunking the ball downfield here, I think, if they're going to get back in this. Cruz looking deep, and he's trying to get that ball to Rusher. Ball sails out of bounds. Rusher became a defender on that play, trying to keep Romero from covering it up or intercepting it, but nobody was catching that. It sailed too far out of bounds, and we are back to the line of scrimmage, second down and 10 for the Patriots. About 6 minutes, a little more than 6 minutes to go in the game. Lighthouse leading 23-8. It's been pretty much, except for one series, all Lighthouse today. They've dominated the game on the ground, and the Patriots have not been able to get a rushing game going really at all. All of their successes come from the passes into the shallow flats, just like we're faking here. And again, what a catch. So again, faking it to the left, flood the zone deep to the deep left instead of the deep shallow flat, and that is number 18. Comes up Birch, comes up with a great catch all the way down to the 41-yard line. 35-yard pickup on that one for the Patriots. You get it deep into the Lighthouse side of the 50. And they're going to come right back to that, go right back to him. Big hit right there by Isaiah Miller. Puts on Birch, drops him flat on his back. Not Birch, but Rusher. Paid the price for that. He picked up 4, but he paid the price for that catch. Christ Prep has sped things up here definitely. No huddle it, and just going to let Cruz sail it. way over his receiver's head. Lots of pressure on Cruz that time by Robillard. Puts heavy pressure on him, or maybe that was Vestal, Daniel Vestal that was in there that time, making contact with Cruz as he let the ball go. Sails high. So we are at 3rd down and 6 for the Patriots. They have the ball on the Lighthouse 37-yard line. They've got to get to the 31. You've got to figure they're going to go for it regardless of the result of this play. If they don't convert, not much time left, and they've got to score twice. So we're going to see them take some chances here. Lighthouse getting upfield. Pretty good hold there. Looks like the white hat missed, but they converted. Nice catch, number 2. Caught that ball, Stamatis, and he's deep down inside to the red zone. Nice pass from Cruz to Stamatis. Patriots are accurate. When they get that pass game going, they are accurate. Stamatis gets inside the red zone. There, Cruz able to make a connection. He's accurate thrower. And he drops back. He's looking again. Pressure. Lofts it. Oh, we're going to get a flag there. Yeah, defender never turned around. He's got to turn around and play the football. He ran directly into the receiver. And if he turns around, that's probably an interception. Instead, it's a pass interference. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. It is not a spot foul. In high school, it is yardage from the line of scrimmage. So, but it will result, I think that results in an automatic first down. Should anyway. 15 yards is going to give them a first down regardless. So Chargers are going to have to make a stand here. But Christ Prep has hit 2 deep pass plays so far. The Chargers not able to get quite enough pressure on Cruz. When they do, he is not making connection. But when he has time to throw, he's accurate. And the defense... the defense has definitely given up some yardage here. We're not in any kind of prevent. It looks just like it's a cover 2, but they're able to find some holes in that. And Cruz is rolling to his right and slings it, and that looks like it's good. Touchdown. Again, that sidearm sling. And Stamatis catches that right on the sideline. So Cruz there, that's about an 11-yard touchdown catch, touchdown pass. And Patriots staying competitive here. And 15 is on the field to kick for the Patriots. Trying that PAT. What have we got here? 2 Chargers jump. My goodness, are we going to do this again?
Go for it now because I need that 2-point.
Defensive encroachment. Second time today on the PAT that we have jumped off sides. Now do the Patriots go for 2 or do they? No, I don't think so. They've got to have 15, not 16. So probably a smart play here to try the PAT. He's a good kicker. Clausen, big leg on him. Let's see if they can get within 8. Shallow snap, but that kick is good. Yeah, he drilled that one right down the pipe. And so he missed one. No, I don't think he did. He didn't miss one earlier. They went for 2. But that's twice now. Our PAT block team has been off sides. So need a little more discipline there because if Christ Prep gets the ball back and scores, you know they're going for 2 at that point. So the Chargers now, they need some first downs. 4:53 to go in the game. They have an 8-point lead. They need, I know they're down to 1 timeout. I don't think the Patriots have called any timeouts yet. So the Chargers, if they can just pick up some first downs here, make the Patriots call some timeouts and keep the ball out of their hands. And we know, I'm sure the Patriots are going to sell out to stop the run because smart play for us at this point is to run the ball without stopping the clock. So Clausen is setting to kick off here. See if the Chargers pretty much have led this one. Well, they have led it wire to wire and have dominated the game on the ground. So let's see if they've got what it takes to finish out a rivalry game with a seat, likely seat in the championship bracket. And there's an onside attempt, and it's going to go out of bounds. Whoo, that was close. You had to figure they were going to try. Although with 3 timeouts and 4.5 minutes to go in the game, they didn't need to do that. Didn't look like the ball was going to go 10 yards at first. And then it took a funny roll. It went over the 50-yard line, but it went out of bounds before a Patriot could touch it. I think that should have been a penalty, but I did not see a flag fly. I think they're talking about it at this point. Maybe somebody touched it in the field of play before the ball went out of bounds. Or we take it at that spot because it's beyond the 35-yard line. That's probably the issue. The penalty really only matters if the ball is kicked beyond the 35-yard line. Then you can advance it out to the 35 if the ball is kicked out of bounds. But since it went out of bounds at the 46, take it there. All right, here we go. And the ball is handoff to from Meyer to Miller, and he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. You know the Patriots are going to run blitz every play. They're looking for this. They know this is what's coming. And Miller tries to bounce that to the outside, but just gets stumbled, tripped up a little bit at the line. Let's see if Lighthouse tries to catch him on a run blitz or something along these lines to get them on a play action, or do they just keep handing it off? And there's a nice run over the left side. Miller picks up 5 on that play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5, short 5. Solid 5. That stick is just beyond, just inside the Patriots' 44-yard line. So we really need to get the ball down to the 43 to convert. And do we take 2 downs here to convert? Or do we kick it away and make them go the length of the field and convert a 2-pointer to tie us? That is why the coaches are the coaches. They have to make those kind of decisions. But the best thing to do here is just convert the 1st down and take the decision-making, take the hard choices off the table. Let's see what we've got here. Meyer is going to throw it, and does he catch that? He catches that. What a catch. That ball, oh no, the white hat overrules it. That ball skipped. It was short. Sure looked like it from up here, but Marciniak cradled it tightly, but the white hat overrules it, and now we've stopped the clock, and we've got 4th down. A lot of short passes today in front of the receivers. And so I know we're trying to keep that ball low where only they can catch it. But do we now we're going to kick it away. That's the smart play. Boy, we had to have that one. That gives some life to the Patriots. A high snap. What a catch by Street. And he corralled that. Oh my goodness. One-handed that snap. 4 feet over his head, it sure looked like. About to be a disaster. And Street corrals it. Nice kick. No return. Christ Prep fields it cleanly at the 21-yard line. So defense is back on the field. We know Patriots are going to air it out. They had a lot of success on that last series, just throwing the ball up and letting their receivers run under it. Can the Chargers get some pressure on Cruz and make a mistake here? Let's see. Low snap, ball hits the turf, and Cruz comes back to the left, hits the receivers right in the hands, but I don't think he was expecting it. Pridger was the receiver, and it it goes through his hands, falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Cruz did a nice job of handling that snap. It basically rolled back to his feet, and he was able to pick it up. So a couple of disasters avoided there. The Chargers on the punt and Christ Prep on that snap. If that ball gets behind Cruz, it's probably at best 8-9 yard loss. At worst, it's a turnover. He has already fumbled it once today on a bad handoff, and the Chargers were able to fall on it. So let's see what happens here. Same thing, low snap, and Cruz has to pick the ball up off the turf, comes back. Looks like they ran the exact same play. This time it was well over number 12's head. No one's catching that ball, so we're 3rd and 10. Cruz takes a pretty good lick there. Chargers are teeing off there. 45 got in on him. Travis Davis and the left end got there as well. And so 3rd down and 10 for the Patriots on their own 21-yard line. Really no time off the clock because they've thrown 2 incomplete passes. So let's see if they come back to this same play or if they try something different. There, good clean snap that time. Miller is through, and it is goodness. What a pass! He's just slinging it to a spot, and the receivers are running right underneath it. Hit him right in the chest. Dante Birch, what a throw! Gets the ball out to the 46-yard line, picks up 25 yards on that play. Needed 10, and the Patriots call a timeout. It looks like. So, again, Cruz throws that off his back foot, falling backwards, just delivers it to a spot on the field. There's nobody there when he throws the ball, and Birch runs underneath it and converts a long 3rd down. So the Patriots are going to stay on the field. They've moved the ball out to their 46-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:33 to go in the game. Wind the clock. Go.
Oh, hit your pitch.
Oh, hook and ladder, and they fumbled it, and the Chargers recover. Oh, that almost worked. It almost worked. Sorry about that, folks. 12 caught it, took about 2 steps, pitched it to number 2, was a little behind him. The ball fell to the turf, and so it's a backwards lateral. It's a fumble. The Chargers fall right on it. I think if that pitch, if he handles it cleanly, that's probably a touchdown or really close to it. And the defense comes up with a huge stop and turnover right there. That's huge. I remember about 5 years ago, Lighthouse was up at Christ Prep when Christ Prep was number 1 in that championship run. And we came in pretty heavy underdogs. Timeout on the field, timeout, Christ Prep. We came in pretty heavy underdogs, playing them tough in the first half, and scored as the half ended on a hook and ladder play just like that. Totally fooled them, and we scored, but they got the best of us in the second half and went on to win the national championship. But that's a fun play when it works. It was close, really close. But Christ Prep's going to have to get a stop here. But now, I think, is that 2 timeouts they've called?
It's just one.
Just one. That last one wasn't a timeout. Okay. So that last one was just a timeout to move the chains, I think. I thought Christ Prep had called it, but just one timeout then. So 2 to go. 2nd down and 5 for the Chargers. And a couple of first downs here would just go, I think, pretty well seal it for them. A touchdown certainly would. So you got to figure Christ Prep is selling out every play on the run here, and if we break through, that's right at it. Miller on the play.
Well, McKenzie.
Meyer to Miller on that handoff right up the pipe. We're going to have an official's timeout on the field for a measurement. It is sure looks close.
Close to a first down.
Well, where the umpire standing, line judge, it looks, now he's,
Well, they're staring at it, but they have not run over to get the change yet. So I think they need to go. Oh, they're going to call timeout on Christ Prep.
Timeout.
So they must have awarded the first down, did they?
Chris Prep.
No, they're saying they want 2 minutes and 50 seconds, I think. Or 2 minutes and 5. 2 minutes and 5.
2:05.
Yep, 2:05.
2:05 on the clock.
All right. So is that a...
I don't know what they're doing.
Now their official timeout for a measurement. Goodness.
So what? So did they call a timeout for a first?
Well, he pointed, he waved the stop clock and pointed at Christ Prep.
Why
So,
would they do that and didn't take a timeout for measurement? That's kind of...
yeah.
These guys have not been, like, super helpful. Let's see if the...
If it's a first down, it's by a length.
There you go. You can look. Oh, it's short. Look at that. Right there. They're gonna mark it.
By one chain length.
Yeah, third down.
Third down.
Third down.
Okay, good. Yeah.
About an inch.
I mean, I don't know if you could have slid a credit card between the end of that nose and the pole to mark the first down.
Must have been the padding.
Yeah, just, I mean, a credit card might slip through there. But you still got to cover one blade of grass, basically.
Wind the clock or not? Because that's gonna be. So he's not. So they did call the timeout on it.
Yeah, so third and really short. Does Meyer just keep it and risk? Oh, Miller, he kept his feet and fought. He was dead to rights in the backfield, and he fought through 3 tacklers, did not go down, fell forward. That's a first down for the Chargers. That is some heart and soul out of Jacob Miller right there. Looked like they had him for a 1-yard loss. Somehow he stayed on his feet and fell forward for the yard to gain. Picks it up. First down, Chargers.
So is the clock running then?
no,
Should wind it now, though, right?
You should.
it's whatever he does, or it goes on the snap. If he winds it, then
There we go. Now he winds it.
So what are you at?
155.
Okay, cool. We're in
Clock is
sync.
running.
Yeah.
We are at 1:52 and counting.
Meyer comes all the way over to the coach to get the play call. Back to the huddle. Disseminates the information. Gives the snap count. And he's probably going to hand it off. So that's going to be my guess. So pretty much what he's done the whole game.
It's over. They got one timeout.
Yeah.
I mean,
So we're going to let this run down.
They could run it and break through information.
Run it down. Oh, direct snap. We're gone. Okay. Back to Miller. And they are keying off on him for sure.
Just hurt his leg.
Who, Miller?
Yeah, they just came down on it.
Just rolled him up.
Jeez.
Doggone it. He had his feet up underneath him. I saw it. And they all came down on him, that ankle. He's going to definitely need the break between here and Panama City. Get about 10 days off between this game and the trip down to Panama City. Jacob's going to have to definitely stay off that foot because we need him down there for sure. Second down, that was a loss of 2 on the play.
You can wind it.
Minute 5 left to go.
just trying to burn some time right now. Second down behind the sticks, 2nd and 12.
I mean, they really don't. I mean, they let it run down to.
4, 3, 2. There we go.
That's all they needed.
All right.
Yep.
Do I just let it run?
Yeah, just let it run. That's it right there.
So Meyer takes a knee. 3rd and long. I guess Christ Prep still got a timeout. Are they not going to call it? Maybe they don't.
Yeah, maybe we're off. Surely they don't.
Clock continues to run. 18 seconds.
Well, folks, I guess Christ Prep had used their 3rd timeout, and this one is going to go to the books. Chargers are going to outlast Christ Prep in this hard-fought battle between these two long-time rivals. So 2 years in a row now, Chargers have gotten the best of Christ Prep in the regular season. And this one was a tough one. We knew it would be. It always is a tough game between these two. So Chargers get the win. Currently, Christ Prep's ranked number 4 in the NHFA. Chargers are number 5. So we'll see what the committee in Florida decides, whether Lighthouse gets that 4th spot or not, or whether Dash from Dallas, depending on their performance today, jumps over them. I don't know. You know, there's the one common opponent between Dash and the Chargers, and that is Tomball. Chargers had a 14-0 lead on Tomball at halftime until second half when the quarterback went out with a concussion. Lost that game 17-14, and Tomball had a very convincing win over Dash during the regular season. Don't think that game was ever in doubt. So that's the only common opponent. We'll see what they decide. So good show of sportsmanship here, as always. Nothing but respect for Christ Prep and the Patriots and what they bring to the gridiron every season. I think they're making the trip to Florida as well. They will be surely in Division II and heavy favorites to win that division. That'd be a really good one, depending on, again, how the seeding goes. These two teams may see each other again. Who knows? But we are going to have to wait and see what the committee comes up with this week after all the scores are reported and the coaches make their cases for where they should be seated in the tournament. So, folks, it's been another great year. The Chargers improved to 5-5 on the regular season. Christ Prep falls to 3-5, and Chargers are 3-2 against NHFA opponents this year. Their 2 losses coming to number 1 and number 2 in the country, Noah and Tomball. So another good year for the Chargers program, and it's just getting stronger. Coach Williams addressing the players right now in the huddle. This is one of the great traditions the Chargers do with every opponent if they are willing. Coach Lone started this back when the program started. We huddle up with the other team, and win or lose, we pay respects to the other team and their outstanding players and accomplishments throughout the game, and give 3 claps to individual players for their play and effort. So always sportsmanship matters, and we never want to lose sight of the fact that it's not just the fact that we play these games to win, but it's how we play. It's how we conduct ourselves and carry ourselves on the field that makes the difference and builds character and builds longevity in the program. Again, both these programs have been around for a long time. So, I think Christ Prep has been, I think they're a couple of seasons short of us in participating in the tournament in Panama City. They were not among the original group of teams that showed up in 2008, but they started coming not long after that. Well, folks, I'm going to sign off. It's been a lot of fun to call this game. Thanks for watching. I think we had a good numbers, 50 plus at any given time watching the live stream. Hopefully some of you folks from up in the Kansas City area were able to watch your boys conducted themselves with great honor and character as always. Really a style of two different teams here. Chargers a run-first team, the Patriots a pass-first team, and both teams made a few mistakes that the other teams were able to capitalize on. But in the end, I think the Chargers' run game just outlasted them, just obviously by a touchdown. So another good game and safe journey home to the Patriots, and hopefully we'll cross paths in Panama City the week before Thanksgiving. You all take care and have a great day.